Here's your news rush for August 23, 2026. 6 stories. Let's go. Philippine forces just carried out another resupply mission in one of the most contested waters on Earth. The Philippine Coast Guard says it deployed the BRP Malabrigo and BRP Teresa Magbanua to resupply the BRP Sierra Madre outpost at 2nd Thomas Shoal, closely shadowed the entire way by Chinese Coast Guard and militia ships. The mission comes just weeks after a July 20 clash near the shoal, where Chinese personnel allegedly boarded Philippine boats and injured a Filipino Navy sailor with a metal rod. President Marcos says there's now a, quote, provisional understanding with Beijing over these missions, but insists Manila isn't seeking China's permission or giving up sovereignty.
Baka mas matagal pa ang abutin ng impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte kaysa inaasahan. Ayon sa mga ulat, maaari itong umabot hanggang Pebrero 2027 kung sa kasalukuyang bilis ito magpapatuloy. Kasalukuyang binubuo ng 16 na abogado ang defense team ni Duterte, habang tuloy pa rin ang paglalahad ng ebidensya at testigo ng prosekusyon. Pero may pagkakataon pa ring mapabilis ang paglilitis, kung magkakasundo ang prosekusyon at depensa na i-streamline ang presentasyon ng mga natitirang testigo at ebidensya.
The real scale of this storm season just came into sharper focus. The government says 15,523 families, more than 52,000 people, are now sheltered because of the combined effects of storms Luis, Maymay, Ninang, and the ongoing southwest monsoon. Government agencies say relief and evacuation operations are continuing as the wet pattern stretches into its second month. But officials caution the number of displaced families is expected to keep shifting as evacuation centers report updated counts. After 6 straight months of good news on prices, inflation just reversed course. The Philippine Statistics Authority says consumer prices rose 5.3% in August, up from 4.7% in July, driven largely by rice inflation hitting 8.7%, its 6th straight monthly increase in a row. President Marcos has ordered price caps on rice amid the higher retail costs and reports of hoarding by traders. But economists warn the relief may not last, inflation could stay above 6% for the rest of the year. If you're fishing off northern Luzon tomorrow morning, this one's for you. The Philippine Coast Guard is advising mariners and fishermen to exercise caution ahead of China's Long March 5 rocket launch this Monday, August 24. The Philippine Space Agency says debris could fall within 2 designated drop zones inside the country's own exclusive economic zone, off Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, and Cagayan. But this isn't the first time this has happened this month either. The launch window itself runs from 8 to 9:11 a.m. Philippine time, and the PCG says it's coordinating with other agencies to monitor the situation closely. One of Philippine basketball's biggest legends is playing his final games for the national team. 9-time PBA MVP Junmar Fajardo will suit up for Gilas Pilipinas one last time in the upcoming FIBA World Cup Asian qualifiers window, capping a 13-year national team career. Fajardo was part of the Gilas squad that ended the country's 61-year men's basketball title drought, winning gold at the Asian Games in Hanggang. But this farewell isn't just sentimental. National coach Tim Cone says the team genuinely needs his size, with Quinton Milora Brown still recovering from back surgery. That's your news rush for today. Subscribe so you never miss a day.